The Lost Estate was published as Le Grand Meaulnes by the French author Henri Alain-Fournier in 1913. Henri Alain-Fournier was born Henri Alain-Fournier in 1886 and died in World War I in 1914. This semi-autobiographical and coming-of-age romantic adventure hints at fantasy and quest narrative. It is set during the early 1900s in the Sologne region of France and is from the first-person perspective of François Sorel. François Sorel is the son of M. Sorel, the headmaster of a small village school in Sologne. A new student, Augustin Meaulnes, arrives from a modest family. Meaulnes quickly earns admiration and the nickname Le Grand Meaulnes. One night, Meaulnes disappears and is lost in the countryside. His wanderings lead him to a mysterious, dreamlike costume party held in an old chateau, Les Sablonnières. There, he meets Yvonne de Galais, the beautiful daughter of a widowed nobleman, and instantly falls in love. However, the celebration ends when Yvonne's brother, France, attempts self-destruction when his fiancée, Valentine, fails to appear. Meaulnes returns to school obsessed with finding her again. France de Galais arrives at the school, now living under another name and hiding from his heartbreak. François, Meaulnes, and France become close friends. France gives Meaulnes an address in Paris where he claims Yvonne can be found. But when Meaulnes travels there, he discovers the house deserted. In despair, he writes to François, saying it is best to forget everything. Years later, François, now a teacher like his father, succeeds in finding Yvonne and reuniting her with Meaulnes. Yvonne, still single, confesses that she has always loved him. They marry with her father's blessing, but Meaulnes, driven by his old promise to France, leaves the very next day to find him and reconcile him with Valentine. Yvonne remains behind at the chateau, gives birth to a daughter, and dies shortly afterward. François takes in the child and lives in the home that once belonged to Meaulnes and Yvonne, awaiting his friend's return. While sorting through Meaulnes' old papers, François discovers a diary revealing that, during his time in Paris, Meaulnes had unknowingly fallen in love with Valentine, France's lost fiancée. After nearly 2 years, Meaulnes returns, having reunited France and Valentine. But he comes home only to learn that Yvonne is dead and that he now has a daughter. For years have passed since François first met the boy they once called the Grand Meaulnes. Fournier's The Lost Estate is a quest narrative as Meaulnes' obsessive desire to rediscover the enchanted world of the mysterious Les Sablonnières chateau and ethereal Yvonne de Galais represents the universal human search for an unattainable ideal that adulthood cannot reclaim. The chateau becomes a symbol of lost innocence and fleeting perfection, an Eden that exists only in memory. Once experienced, it cannot be recovered without loss or disillusionment. François and Meaulnes move from adolescent idealized dreams into adult maturity, love, and loss. The early scenes at the school elicit nostalgia for youth's innocence, but the dreams give way to duty, heartbreak, and death. François' tone is elegiac, filled with longing for a vanished time. Meaulnes' passion for Yvonne is idealized. She represents a mythic embodiment of purity and grace. When they finally marry, the dream collapses under the weight of duty, Meaulnes leaves her, and Yvonne dies. It also reflects Alain-Fournier's preoccupation with romantic fatalism, that beauty and love exist only as brief, unreachable moments. Don't forget to like and share.